Did you know that plants, according to Buddhist teachings, can influence the energy around us? This concept may seem surprising at first, especially if you're used to thinking of plants as mere decoration. But in Buddhism, plants are much more than that. They are seen as living, energetic entities that can directly affect the energy in our homes and spaces. And just as every object around us carries a unique vibration, plants too possess their own energetic qualities. Some of these plants, despite their beauty or popularity, might actually be blocking the flow of positive energy, preventing prosperity, well-being, and growth from entering your life. Buddhism teaches that everything around us, including living things, is interconnected through energy. Our surroundings are constantly influencing us, even in ways we can't always see. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt heavy, like the air was thick with tension? Or maybe you've noticed that in certain spaces, no matter how hard you try, things seem to remain stagnant. Projects don't move forward, relationships feel strained, and opportunities seem to slip away. According to Buddhist wisdom, this is no coincidence. The energy in our surroundings plays a significant role in shaping our experiences, and plants are one of the many factors that contribute to this energy flow. Some plants naturally accumulate dense or heavy energy. When kept indoors, they can disrupt the balance of your home's energy field, creating an environment where negative vibes build up over time. This imbalance can manifest in various ways. Your financial situation might take a downturn, or perhaps you feel like your home lacks harmony, and peace is hard to maintain. What many people don't realize is that while plants are often chosen for their aesthetic appeal, their energetic influence can be just as important, if not more so. Think about how much time we spend caring for our plants, watering them, and making sure they receive the right amount of sunlight. But do we ever stop to think about how they affect the energy of our home? If certain plants are bringing in negative or stagnant energy, that can translate into feeling stuck in life. It could be that opportunities for growth, whether personal or financial, are being blocked without you even realizing it. These plants, in essence, can create invisible barriers that prevent prosperity from flowing freely into your life. And it's not just about wealth, it's about the overall energy in your home and how that affects your mental clarity, emotional well-being, and relationships. What's really interesting is that Buddhist teachings suggest that the energy of plants can either amplify or neutralize the vibrations in your home. Just like some plants naturally cleanse the air, others purify the energy around them, absorbing negativity and helping to maintain a peaceful, harmonious environment. But on the flip side, there are plants that do the exact opposite. They retain negative energy, and rather than absorbing and neutralizing it, they radiate it back into the space. When this happens, the energy in your home becomes dense and stagnant, blocking your path to success and creating an environment that feels heavy and uninspiring. This isn't something we typically think about when decorating our homes. We usually pick plants because they're beautiful, trendy, or low maintenance. But what if the very plants you're taking care of are actually creating energetic blocks that stop new opportunities from flowing into your life? According to Buddhist teachings, it's crucial to be aware of the kinds of plants we bring into our homes and the impact they have not only on the way our space looks, but also on how it feels energetically. Many of these plants, while popular in modern decor, are believed to accumulate dense, stagnant energy. They might look lovely on a shelf or hanging by the window, but their presence could be the reason why certain aspects of your life feel like they're stuck. For example, you might be wondering why your career isn't progressing, why financial difficulties seem to keep coming up, or why there's tension at home. The energy of these plants could be contributing to that feeling of being held back. Buddhist philosophy invites us to consider the bigger picture, that everything, including plants, plays a role in shaping the energy of our surroundings. And when the energy in your home is off balance, it directly affects your ability to grow and thrive. Prosperity, in all its forms, is something that needs an open and harmonious environment to flourish. If the energy in your home is stagnant, it becomes much harder for new opportunities and positive experiences to come your way. This concept might be new to you, but once you begin to look at your home and the objects in it as part of an energetic ecosystem, it becomes easier to understand why certain areas of your life may feel blocked. Your home isn't just a place to live, it's an extension of your internal energy, and everything within it, including the plants, contributes to that energy field. The good news is that just as some plants block prosperity, others can enhance it, promoting growth, harmony, and well-being. In Buddhist teachings, energy flow is vital. When energy flows smoothly, life feels effortless, opportunities come your way, and harmony is maintained. But when that energy is blocked, everything feels much harder. This blockage might not always come from external factors like work or relationships. It could be the very plants in your space that are creating barriers without you realizing it. Now let's think about this more deeply. Have you ever noticed how certain spaces just feel off, even when they look perfectly fine? Maybe you've arranged your furniture, cleaned the room, and decorated it with care, but something still feels out of balance. It could be the plants in that room that are creating energetic obstacles. In Buddhist philosophy, the energy that surrounds us is constantly shifting, and it's up to us to create spaces that allow for a free, harmonious flow of this energy. If something is blocking that flow, like a plant that radiates negative energy, it's going to affect your entire life in ways you might not expect. Removing these plants is a simple yet powerful step toward renewing the energy in your home. Once these blocks are cleared, you'll notice that things start to shift. Opportunities might begin to appear more easily, and the general mood in your home may feel lighter and more peaceful. It's not just about getting rid of the plants that hold negative energy, though. You also want to replace them with plants that promote positive vibrations, like those that symbolize growth, prosperity, and harmony. Plants such as succulents or jade plants are wonderful examples of greenery that invite positive energy into your home and help create a space where you can thrive. This doesn't mean you should be afraid of plants or think that every plant has the potential to bring negative energy. It's simply about being mindful of the energy they hold and making intentional choices that support the life you want to create. Buddhist wisdom encourages us to look beyond the surface and pay attention to the subtle energy that exists all around us. By being conscious of the plants we bring into our homes, we can take an active role in shaping our environment in ways that promote harmony, abundance, and well-being. So next time you're decorating or adding a new plant to your collection, take a moment to consider the energy it brings. Ask yourself, is this plant enhancing the flow of positive energy, or is it blocking it? By making thoughtful decisions about the plants you keep, you'll create a space that not only looks beautiful, but also feels supportive, peaceful, and full of life. Now let's dive into how these plants affect not only your emotional state, but also your financial well-being. This is where things get really interesting. Often when we think about financial difficulties, we look for external causes, maybe an unexpected bill or a job that didn't pan out. But according to Buddhist teachings, financial challenges can sometimes be linked to the energy within your home. If certain plants are disrupting the energy flow, they could be creating unseen barriers that prevent prosperity from flowing into your life. Buddhist philosophy reminds us that prosperity isn't just about money. It's about abundance in all areas of life. This includes emotional harmony, good health, and fulfilling relationships. When the energy in your home is balanced, it creates an environment where these forms of prosperity can flourish. But if certain plants are blocking the flow of energy, you may notice that no matter how hard you try, certain areas of your life just don't seem to improve. These plants, though seemingly harmless, might be the very reason why you're feeling stuck. Think of your home's energy like a river. When the river flows smoothly, everything is in harmony and life progresses naturally. But when there's a blockage, the water builds up, stagnates, and eventually becomes a breeding ground for problems. In the same way, when plants that accumulate dense energy are kept indoors, they create a block that prevents the flow of prosperity and well-being. This is why Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of being mindful about the energy in your environment. It's not just about external factors. Sometimes the energy within your home is what's keeping you from achieving the success and happiness you desire. By paying attention to the plants you keep, you can create a space that supports your goals and invites abundance into your life. If you've ever felt like certain areas of your life are stuck, or maybe you've noticed that no matter how hard you try, prosperity just doesn't seem to flow the way it should, it might be time to take a closer look at your environment, especially the plants in your home. It's fascinating to think that something as simple as a plant, which we usually associate with beauty and nature, could be the root cause of stagnant energy in your space. But according to Buddhist teachings, this is more than just a possibility. It's a reality. Our homes are like ecosystems, and everything within them contributes to the overall energy flow. Just as a well-tended garden thrives and blossoms, so too does a space with balanced energy invite growth, harmony, and abundance. But when that balance is disrupted, everything feels out of sync. Have you ever had the experience of being in a room where things just didn't feel right? Perhaps the air felt heavy, or you found it difficult to focus. You might have chalked it up to stress or fatigue, but it's possible that the energy in the room was blocked. When it comes to stagnant energy, plants play a significant role. Certain plants, despite their outward beauty or popularity, can actually act as energy disruptors. These plants may accumulate heavy, dense energy, and when they're kept in your home, they prevent the natural flow of positivity. This can manifest in a number of ways. You may feel stuck in your career, notice recurring financial issues, or experience tension in your relationships. The energy around you becomes sluggish, and it's hard to move forward. You might feel like you're trying everything, working harder, staying positive, and doing all the right things. But still, nothing seems to change. That's where the importance of being aware of your space comes in. Buddhist wisdom teaches that everything is energy, and the energy of your home directly impacts your personal life. If you're feeling blocked or stuck in any area, whether it's financial, emotional, or even spiritual, the first place to look is your environment. Sometimes, the key to unlocking growth and abundance is as simple as making small changes to the energy flow in your home, starting with the plants you keep. Removing plants that accumulate negative energy is one of the first steps to breaking free from stagnation. Once these energy-blocking plants are gone, you'll likely notice a shift, not only in the way your home feels, but also in the way your life starts to open up. New opportunities may arise, relationships may improve, and that feeling of being stuck could finally start to lift. It's not magic, it's the natural result of aligning your environment with positive, flowing energy. Now, this isn't about getting rid of plants for the sake of it. It's about understanding the energy they bring into your home and being mindful of how that energy affects you. Some plants naturally emit vibrations that encourage growth and harmony, while others, unfortunately, do the opposite. The trick is to create a space that supports you by removing the plants that block prosperity and replacing them with those that invite positive energy and abundance. You might be wondering how plants can have such a profound impact on the energy of your space. After all, they're just plants, right? But in Buddhism, it's understood that everything is connected through energy. This isn't just a philosophical idea. It's something we can feel and experience in our everyday lives. Think about how the mood of a room can change based on who's in it, or how a place feels different after a good cleaning. In the same way, the plants in your home carry their own energetic frequencies, which can either uplift the space or weigh it down. Some plants, while beautiful or popular in decor, are known for accumulating heavy, stagnant energy. These plants act as barriers to the natural flow of prosperity and well-being. Instead of allowing positive energy to circulate freely, they trap it, making it harder for you to move forward in life. This trapped energy can manifest in ways that are hard to pinpoint at first. Maybe it feels like your projects never seem to progress, or your financial situation remains frustratingly static. Over time, these blocks add up, creating an environment where growth and abundance feel out of reach. What's truly fascinating is that these energetic blocks often go unnoticed. You might not even realize that the plants you've chosen for their beauty or ease of care are subtly influencing the way you feel and function in your home. It's only when you start to pay attention to the energy in your space that the pieces begin to fall into place. Buddhist teachings encourage us to be mindful of the energy we surround ourselves with, because that energy has a direct impact on our lives. If the energy is stagnant, so too will be the opportunities and growth that come your way. It's important to remember that this isn't about superstition or fear. The idea isn't that plants are bad or that they're out to get you. Rather, it's about finding balance and making intentional choices that align with the kind of life you want to create. Just as you would declutter your home to create a more peaceful environment, removing plants that block energy is about clearing the path for prosperity and positive experiences to flow freely into your life. Once you start paying attention to how certain plants make you feel, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in the energy of your space. Of course, it's not always easy to spot these blocks right away. That's why it's helpful to consider how your environment affects you on a day-to-day basis. Do you feel energized and motivated when you're at home, or does your space leave you feeling drained and stuck? If you're noticing a lack of progress or recurring challenges in your life, it might be time to take a closer look at the plants in your space. Plants are living things, after all, and they have the power to either support or hinder the energy around them. Some plants, especially those that are popular in home decor, can accumulate dense, heavy energy over time. These plants may seem like harmless decorations, but their presence could be one of the reasons why certain areas of your life feel blocked. According to Buddhist teachings, these energy-blocking plants create an environment where opportunities struggle to take root. The energy becomes stagnant, and as a result, you might find yourself stuck in a cycle where progress feels difficult, if not impossible. When the energy of your home is blocked, it doesn't just affect your finances, it can impact every area of your life. Relationships may feel strained, your motivation might dwindle, and even your overall sense of well-being can take a hit. This is because the energy that surrounds you directly influences how you feel and function. In a space where energy flows freely, you're more likely to feel vibrant, creative, and open to new possibilities. But in a space where energy is blocked, everything feels like an uphill battle. That's why being mindful of the plants in your home is so important. By removing the ones that accumulate negative energy and replacing them with plants that support growth and harmony, you can transform your space into one that nurtures you and encourages prosperity to flow. And the best part, these changes don't have to be drastic. Simply removing a plant here or there, or rearranging your space to allow for better energy flow, can make a world of difference. It's easy to overlook the impact that plants can have on our lives. We tend to focus on their visual appeal or their ability to freshen up a room, but in doing so, we may forget that plants are living beings with their own energetic frequencies. Some of these frequencies are highly beneficial, helping to cleanse and uplift the energy of your home. Others, however, can create energetic barriers that prevent the natural flow of abundance. Buddhism teaches us to be conscious of the energy in our surroundings, recognizing that the external world is a reflection of our internal state. By bringing awareness to the plants we keep in our homes, we can start to make choices that align with the kind of life we want to cultivate. The energy in your space plays a vital role in your overall well-being. And when that energy is clear and harmonious, it becomes much easier to attract prosperity, peace, and happiness. This idea of energy flow might sound abstract at first, but it's something we all experience on some level. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt a shift in your mood? Or have you noticed that certain spaces feel more relaxing or energizing than others? This is the power of energy at work, and just as the mood of a room can be influenced by the people in it, it can also be shaped by the plants and objects that fill the space. When plants that accumulate negative energy are removed, the space becomes lighter, more open, and inviting. You might feel a renewed sense of clarity and motivation, and opportunities that once seemed elusive may start to flow your way. It's not that the plants themselves are inherently bad, it's just that their energy isn't aligned with the kind of prosperity and well-being you're trying to cultivate. By making conscious choices about the plants you keep, you can create an environment that supports your growth and allows positive energy to flourish. The idea is simple. When your environment is in harmony, so too are you. And when you're in harmony, life naturally flows in a way that feels more aligned, more abundant, and more peaceful. So, take a moment to reflect on the energy of your home. Are there areas where you feel stuck or blocked? If so, consider how the plants in your space might be contributing to that stagnation. With a few mindful changes, you can create a space that not only looks beautiful, but also radiates the kind of positive energy that supports your journey toward prosperity and well-being. When we think about the energy in our homes, it's easy to overlook how much our environment shapes our day-to-day experiences. We often focus on things like furniture arrangement or color schemes, but what's even more important is the flow of energy. In Buddhist teachings, this flow is essential for maintaining balance in life. Certain plants, as much as they can enhance the beauty of a space, may actually be preventing this energy from flowing freely. They can act like energetic filters, either absorbing negativity or amplifying it. Understanding the role plants play in this dynamic can be the key to creating a home that not only feels harmonious, but also invites prosperity and growth. What's fascinating is that some plants naturally absorb negative energy. These are the ones we often feel good around without even realizing why. They purify the space, making it feel lighter and more peaceful. Think about how calming it feels to be in nature, surrounded by trees and plants that seem to exude tranquility. On the other hand, there are certain plants that do the opposite. Instead of neutralizing the negative energy, they collect and radiate it back into the environment. This creates a dense, heavy atmosphere that can block the flow of prosperity and success. In such spaces, it's not uncommon to feel like no matter how much effort you put in, things just don't seem to move forward. It's important to realize that the energy of a home isn't static. It's constantly shifting and influenced by the objects, people, and living things within it. This is where plants play a particularly powerful role. Some plants are like energetic sponges, soaking up the bad vibes and making room for more positive energy to take its place. But then there are those plants that can amplify negative energy instead of neutralizing it, creating invisible barriers that make it difficult to attract new opportunities, whether that's in your career, relationships, or personal growth. Many of these energy-blocking plants are common in homes because they're attractive, easy to care for, or popular in decor. However, according to Buddhist teachings, their presence can do more harm than good when it comes to maintaining a harmonious space. These plants tend to accumulate dense vibrations, which can affect not only the energy of your home, but also your mood, productivity, and overall sense of well-being. Over time, this can lead to a cycle of stagnation where things don't seem to move forward and you're left feeling stuck in certain areas of your life. This is why it's so important to be mindful of the plants you keep in your home. By understanding their energetic impact, you can make intentional choices that support the kind of energy flow you want to cultivate. This doesn't mean you need to rid your home of all your plants or feel afraid of having certain ones around. Instead, it's about becoming aware of how different plants affect your space and making adjustments where needed to ensure that you're inviting the most positive, uplifting energy possible. Let's take a look at some of the plants that are said to block prosperity, according to Buddhist wisdom. These plants, while often admired for their beauty or resilience, may actually be contributing to the stagnation in your space. The first plant on this list is the golden pothos. Known for its trailing vines and ability to thrive in low-light conditions, the golden pothos is a favorite in many households. But despite its popularity, it's believed to retain dense energy. Instead of absorbing and neutralizing negative vibrations, it's spread throughout the environment. This can create a heavy, unproductive atmosphere, making it feel as though your efforts to prosper are going in circles without making any real progress. The energy of the golden pothos can make a home feel sluggish, affecting both mood and motivation. You may notice that projects are slow to take off, or that no matter how hard you work, new opportunities just don't seem to come your way. It's as if the energy in the space is stuck, preventing anything from moving forward. The plant's unruly growth, with vines that spread in all directions, also symbolizes chaos and disorganization in the energy field. This scattered energy can interfere with your ability to focus, leading to procrastination, indecision, and a sense of being trapped in a never-ending cycle of unresolved issues. If you have a golden pothos in your home and have been experiencing feelings of stagnation, it might be time to reconsider its placement. While it's a beautiful plant, keeping it indoors could be contributing to the blocked energy in your space. Instead, you might want to move it outside or replace it with plants that promote positive energy flow, such as succulents or jade plants. These types of plants are known for their ability to invite abundance and harmony, creating a more balanced environment that supports personal and financial growth. Another plant that is often found in homes but is considered problematic from an energetic perspective is the dumb cane. This plant is frequently avoided in homes with children or pets due to its toxicity, but its negative impact goes beyond physical danger. The dumb cane is believed to amplify dense vibrations, creating an atmosphere of tension and stress rather than harmony. Instead of absorbing negative energy, it seems to magnify it, making the environment more prone to conflicts and emotional discomfort. In Buddhism, the dumb cane is associated with aggressive energy that blocks the natural flow of prosperity. Its presence can cause small misunderstandings to escalate, leading to frequent arguments and a general sense of unease in the home. Over time, this energy can take a toll on your emotional well-being and financial situation, making it harder to overcome challenges or achieve success. If you find that there's more tension in your home than usual, or if you're facing repeated financial difficulties, the dumb cane might be contributing to that negative energy. Replacing the dumb cane with plants that have lighter, more welcoming vibrations, such as lavender or lucky bamboo, can help restore harmony and create an environment where new opportunities can flourish. These plants not only bring peace, but also encourage the flow of prosperity, making them excellent choices for anyone looking to improve the energy of their space. Another plant that can have a surprisingly negative impact is the cactus. Known for its resilience and ability to survive in harsh conditions, the cactus is often seen as a symbol of strength. However, when kept indoors, its energy can be more of a hindrance than a help. The cactus emits a defensive, aggressive vibration that creates a barrier, repelling both people and positive opportunities. Its sharp spines symbolize protection, but this energy can also lead to emotional isolation and communication difficulties within the home. Having a cactus indoors can make the atmosphere feel cold and uninviting, which can disrupt harmony among family members or housemates. The defensive energy of the cactus can also block the flow of prosperity by creating energetic barriers that prevent new opportunities from entering your life. Instead of fostering growth, it creates a stagnant environment where it feels like you're constantly battling against an invisible obstacle. If you love cacti but want to maintain a harmonious space, consider keeping them outdoors or placing them in areas where they won't interfere with the main flow of energy in your home. Softer, more welcoming plants can help to neutralize the aggressive energy of the cactus and create a more balanced environment that supports abundance and well-being. One plant that might come as a surprise on this list is the bonsai. Admired for its aesthetics and delicacy, the bonsai is a symbol of patience and careful cultivation. However, from an energetic standpoint, it also represents restricted growth and limited opportunities. The practice of cultivating a miniature tree symbolizes containment and limitation, which can be detrimental to those seeking expansion and prosperity in their lives. When kept indoors, the bonsai can cause the energy of the space to stagnate, making it harder to advance financially or personally. It's as if the energy of the bonsai reinforces the idea that growth will always be minimal and great achievements are difficult to attain. This can lead to feelings of frustration and dissatisfaction, where no matter how much effort you put in, it never seems to be enough to overcome challenges. If you want to attract prosperity and growth, consider keeping the bonsai in an outdoor space dedicated to contemplation, or replacing it with plants that symbolize abundance and expansion. This way, you can create an environment that encourages personal and financial development rather than limiting it. As you can see, plants can have a profound effect on the energy of your home. Some plants, despite their beauty, can block the flow of prosperity and create an environment where progress feels difficult. But by being mindful of the energy each plant brings, you can make small changes that lead to big improvements in the way your space feels and functions. Removing energy-blocking plants and replacing them with those that promote harmony, growth, and abundance can help you create a home that truly supports your goals and aspirations. When it comes to transforming the energy of your home, the choices you make regarding the plants you keep can have a profound impact on your overall sense of well-being, prosperity, and happiness. What's truly amazing is that once you become aware of the energy dynamics in your space, you can take intentional steps to not only clear out the stagnant, blocking energy, but also actively invite in the kind of positive, flowing energy that will support your personal and financial growth. This is where the real magic of energy alignment comes into play. By being mindful of the plants you choose, you can create a space that feels harmonious, uplifting, and abundant. The first step to creating this shift is to replace the plants that block prosperity with those that invite it. This might seem like a small, almost insignificant change, but Buddhist wisdom teaches us that even the smallest adjustments in our environment can lead to major shifts in the energy flow. When the energy in your home is clear and balanced, it becomes much easier to attract success, peace, and new opportunities. The simple act of choosing the right plants can set the stage for a complete transformation, not just in the way your space feels, but in how your life unfolds. One of the most powerful plants you can introduce into your home to encourage the flow of prosperity is lucky bamboo. This plant is highly regarded in various spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, for its ability to symbolize strength, flexibility, and growth. Lucky bamboo represents the harmonious balance between earth, water, and wood, which are key elements in creating positive energy flow. Its simple yet elegant appearance brings a calming presence to any space, and its natural ability to thrive in water connects it to the idea of fluidity and adaptability, qualities that are essential for attracting new opportunities and success. By keeping lucky bamboo in your home, you are not only bringing in a plant that looks beautiful, but also one that helps cleanse the space of any lingering negative energy. This plant works almost like an energy magnet, drawing in positive vibrations while clearing away the blocks that might have been holding you back. It's especially effective in areas where you want to boost prosperity and good fortune, such as near your entrance or in your living room. Placing lucky bamboo in these spaces allows it to act as a guardian of sorts, welcoming positive energy into your home while ensuring that it flows freely throughout the space. Another fantastic plant for attracting prosperity is the jade plant. Often referred to as the money plant, the jade plant has long been associated with wealth and good fortune. Its thick, rounded leaves resemble coins, which is why it's often seen as a symbol of financial success and abundance. According to Buddhist teachings, the energy of the jade plant promotes growth, not only in the literal sense, but also in the metaphorical sense, growth in wealth, opportunities, and personal development. The presence of this plant in your home creates a sense of stability and encourages steady progress in your financial and personal life. What makes the jade plant particularly effective is its grounding energy. While some plants, like cacti, can feel sharp and uninviting, the jade plant exudes a soft, welcoming energy that invites abundance while keeping you firmly rooted in reality. This balance is crucial for those seeking to grow their financial prosperity because it fosters a sense of practicality and consistency. Keeping a jade plant in your home, especially in areas associated with work, productivity, or finances, can help you maintain focus on your goals while opening the door to new possibilities for success. In addition to lucky bamboo and jade plants, succulents are another excellent choice for promoting positive energy flow in your home. Succulents are known for their resilience and ability to thrive in harsh conditions, making them a symbol of perseverance and strength. These qualities can be translated into the energy they bring into your space. Succulents encourage you to keep pushing forward, even in the face of challenges, and to remain steadfast in your pursuit of success. Their compact size and low-maintenance nature make them perfect for adding a touch of greenery to your home without requiring a lot of upkeep. And their energy works quietly but effectively to support prosperity and well-being. Succulents are also considered to be plants that purify the energy of a space, helping to absorb any lingering negativity that may have built up over time. Their ability to store water within their leaves symbolizes abundance and the idea of conserving energy and resources for when they are needed most. This is a powerful metaphor for prosperity. When you create a space where energy flows freely, you can attract wealth and opportunities that sustain you over the long term, just as succulents sustain themselves through periods of drought. By keeping succulents in your home, you create an energetic environment that supports steady, sustainable growth in all areas of your life. Beyond the specific plants you choose, it's also essential to think about the overall energy flow in your home. Even the most positive plants can only do so much if the space itself feels cluttered, blocked, or stagnant. This is where rethinking the organization of your space comes in. According to Buddhist teachings, energy flows best in environments that are open, light, and free from unnecessary clutter. If your home feels cramped or filled with objects that no longer serve a purpose, it might be time to declutter and create more room for positive energy to circulate. Start by focusing on the areas of your home that feel the most stagnant. Are there certain rooms where you spend time but never quite feel comfortable? Or perhaps there are spots where you've noticed that projects or ideas seem to get stuck. These are clues that the energy in those spaces might be blocked, and a good place to begin clearing things out. By removing unnecessary objects, organizing your belongings, and allowing natural light to enter the room, you can instantly create a more inviting environment for positive energy to flow. One of the simplest and most effective ways to keep the energy in your home fresh and vibrant is to let in natural light and fresh air. Opening windows, even for just a few minutes each day, allows stale energy to dissipate and invites new, vibrant energy to enter. This practice not only clears the space, but also helps to balance the energy of the plants in your home, ensuring that they are functioning at their highest potential to support prosperity and well-being. If you've already removed the plants that block prosperity and replaced them with those that encourage growth, it's important to remember that maintaining the energy of your home is an ongoing process. Energy, like everything else, is constantly shifting, and it requires regular attention to stay aligned with your goals. By incorporating small, consistent practices into your daily routine, such as tidying up, caring for your plants, and keeping your space organized, you create an environment that continually supports your growth and prosperity. The beauty of this approach is that it's not about making dramatic, sweeping changes. Instead, it's about creating a space that reflects your intentions and values, and then nurturing that space with care and mindfulness. When your home is in harmony, it becomes a true sanctuary, a place where you feel motivated, inspired, and at peace. And when you're in that state, it's much easier to attract the prosperity, success, and abundance that you're seeking. What's most exciting about this journey is that you're in control. By understanding the energy of your space and making intentional choices about the plants you keep, you're actively shaping your environment to support your highest potential. It's a powerful reminder that the energy we surround ourselves with plays a crucial role in determining the quality of our lives. And when that energy is aligned with our goals, the possibilities for growth and success are limitless. So, as you begin this process of transforming the energy of your home, remember that it's not just about the plants. It's about creating a space that feels good to you, where positive energy flows freely and where you feel supported in your journey toward prosperity. Each plant you choose, each corner you clear, and each moment you spend caring for your space brings you closer to the harmonious, abundant life that you deserve. Have you ever wondered why some people are able to maintain their wealth while others find it difficult to advance financially? It is about what they avoid, not just about making more money. Many of the unwritten rules that millionaires follow to maintain their wealth growth center on avoiding typical financial traps. From avoiding excessive debt to preventing impulsive spending, the behaviors they avoid are equally as important as those they adopt. Wondering what secrets they are hiding, let us examine the 7 things that millionaires steer clear of in order to maintain their competitive edge and financial stability. In order to set themselves apart from others, millionaires frequently adopt frugal spending practices that put long-term financial gain ahead of immediate satisfaction. They avoid excessive spending on luxury items or status symbols that do not provide real value or contribute to wealth accumulation. While it might be tempting to purchase expensive cars, designer clothes, or lavish vacations, many millionaires focus on maintaining a frugal lifestyle, especially in the early stages of wealth building. This doesn't mean they deprive themselves entirely, but rather that they make deliberate choices about how and where to allocate their resources. For example, some millionaires choose to live in modest homes, drive practical vehicles, or even avoid frequenting high-end restaurants unless the occasion truly warrants it. They understand that every dollar spent frivolously is a dollar that could have been invested or saved to grow their wealth further. By resisting the urge to keep up with the Joneses, they sidestep the financial traps of conspicuous consumption that often lead others into debt or financial instability. The idea that someone can spend carelessly after becoming wealthy is a frequent misunderstanding. Many millionaires, nevertheless, continue to follow the same routines that first enabled them to accumulate their wealth. They recognize that wealth can be fleeting if not managed carefully. This disciplined approach extends beyond personal spending to their professional lives. For instance, they scrutinize business expenses, negotiate better deals, and avoid overspending on ventures that don't align with their financial goals. Millionaires are clever about separating needs from wants, in addition to living within their means. They practice delayed gratification, understanding that sacrificing certain comforts today can lead to greater rewards tomorrow. This mindset often helps them stay focused on the bigger picture, ensuring that their spending habits align with their long-term financial objectives. Even when indulging in luxury, they are likely to do so after securing a solid financial foundation rather than compromising it. And millionaires are more concerned with quality than quantity. They make long-term investments in high-quality, long-lasting products that provide higher value over time, rather than rash purchases. This perspective helps them avoid the waste and recurring costs associated with cheaper, lower-quality alternatives. They may also leverage their purchasing power by seeking discounts, using cashback opportunities, or waiting for sales, demonstrating that wealth doesn't equate to careless spending. Their commitment to avoiding excessive spending also reflects a deeper understanding of opportunity cost. Every dollar spent on non-essential items represents an opportunity lost to invest that money elsewhere, such as in stocks, real estate, or a business venture. By consistently prioritizing investments over consumption, millionaires ensure that their money works for them, generating additional income and compounding their wealth over time. Ultimately, this disciplined approach to spending is rooted in a mindset that values financial security and freedom over the temporary satisfaction of material possessions. It's not just about avoiding excessive spending, but also about cultivating habits and attitudes that support sustainable wealth building. This long-term perspective is one of the key reasons millionaires remain financially successful, even in the face of economic challenges or personal setbacks. Millionaires understand the detrimental effects of mismanaging debt and take deliberate steps to avoid falling into financial traps associated with high-interest obligations. Debt, when used improperly, can erode wealth and limit financial flexibility, which is why the wealthy are cautious about how they approach it. They recognize the difference between good debt and bad debt and make conscious choices to use borrowing as a tool for growth rather than a liability that drains resources. Bad debt, such as credit card balances, payday loans, or personal loans with high interest rates, is something millionaires avoid at all costs. These types of debt often accumulate quickly, creating a cycle of repayment that can make it difficult to break free. The wealthy prioritize paying off such obligations as quickly as possible, understanding that interest payments on bad debt represent money that could have been invested or saved for future opportunities. Instead of relying on credit for everyday purchases or luxury items, they plan their expenses and ensure they live within their means to prevent falling into the debt trap. On the other hand, millionaires recognize that some forms of debt, often referred to as good debt, can be leveraged to their advantage. This might include mortgages on investment properties, loans to fund businesses, or financing for education that enhances earning potential. Even in these situations, they are meticulous about the terms of the debt, ensuring that the interest rates and repayment schedules align with their financial strategies. They carefully assess the potential returns from taking on debt and ensure that the risk is manageable before committing to it. By maintaining this disciplined approach, they ensure that borrowed funds contribute to wealth creation rather than eroding it. Another important practice among millionaires is their proactive approach to managing existing debt. They often employ strategies to minimize interest payments, such as refinancing loans, consolidating debts at lower interest rates, or negotiating better terms with creditors. By staying on top of their financial obligations, they avoid the stress and financial strain that often accompany unmanaged debt. This proactive mindset allows them to maintain a strong credit score, which in turn provides access to better borrowing opportunities when needed. Millionaires are also highly intentional about when and how they use credit cards. While they may have multiple cards to take advantage of perks, cashback, or travel rewards, they rarely carry balances from month to month. Paying off the full balance each month is a common practice, allowing them to benefit from the convenience and rewards of credit cards without incurring interest charges. This discipline ensures that their use of credit aligns with their broader financial goals rather than becoming a source of unnecessary expense. The wealthy also tend to avoid co-signing loans or taking on debt on behalf of others unless it is part of a well-considered financial plan. They understand that assuming responsibility for someone else's financial obligations can jeopardize their own stability if the borrower defaults. This cautious approach extends to personal guarantees for business ventures or investments, where they carefully evaluate the potential risks and rewards before committing. Millionaires often build substantial emergency funds and maintain liquidity to ensure that they do not need to rely on high-interest borrowing in times of need. This financial cushion acts as a safeguard against unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or sudden economic downturns, reducing the likelihood of needing to take on unfavorable debt. By planning for the unexpected, they create a financial buffer that protects their wealth and allows them to focus on long-term growth. Their careful approach to debt reflects a broader philosophy of financial responsibility and strategic decision-making. Millionaires view debt not as a convenience or a crutch, but as a tool that must be wielded with precision and purpose. This perspective enables them to avoid the pitfalls of mismanaged debt, ensuring that their financial resources are directed toward opportunities that enhance their wealth and secure their financial future. By prioritizing discipline, foresight, and a clear understanding of the consequences of borrowing, millionaires create a foundation for lasting success. Millionaires prioritize financial education as a cornerstone of their wealth-building journey and understand that neglecting this critical area can lead to poor decision-making and missed opportunities. They actively seek to improve their knowledge of personal finance, investment strategies, and market trends, recognizing that financial literacy is an essential tool for maintaining and growing wealth. Rather than relying solely on financial advisors or external experts, they take ownership of their financial decisions by equipping themselves with the knowledge needed to make informed choices. One key reason millionaires place such importance on financial education is the understanding that the financial world is complex and constantly evolving. From changes in tax laws to fluctuations in the stock market, staying informed allows them to adapt their strategies and capitalize on opportunities as they arise. They dedicate time to reading books, attending seminars, listening to podcasts, and following reputable financial news sources. By doing so, they develop a comprehensive understanding of topics like asset allocation, risk management, and the principles of compounding, all of which are vital for building and sustaining wealth. Additionally, millionaires often cultivate a habit of learning from their own financial experiences, both successes and failures. They view mistakes not as setbacks, but as valuable lessons that inform their future decisions. For instance, a poor investment or a missed opportunity might prompt them to delve deeper into the factors that contributed to the outcome, enabling them to refine their strategies and avoid repeating the same errors. This willingness to learn from experience underscores their commitment to continuous improvement in their financial acumen. Millionaires also recognize the importance of understanding the tax implications of their financial decisions. They educate themselves about the tax code and work with professionals to optimize their tax strategies. This might involve leveraging deductions, maximizing contributions to tax-advantaged accounts, or structuring investments to minimize taxable income. By staying informed about tax planning, they retain more of their earnings and direct those savings toward growing their wealth. Another aspect of financial education that millionaires prioritize is understanding various investment vehicles and opportunities. They are not content with simply depositing money into a savings account or relying on a single investment strategy. Instead, they explore a diverse range of options, including stocks, bonds, real estate, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and alternative investments like private equity or venture capital. By educating themselves about the risks and rewards associated with each type of investment, they are better equipped to construct a balanced and diversified portfolio that aligns with their financial goals and risk tolerance. Financial education also extends to understanding economic and global trends that can influence markets and investment opportunities. Millionaires pay attention to factors such as inflation rates, interest rate changes, geopolitical events, and technological advancements, all of which can have significant implications for their financial strategies. Staying informed about these trends allows them to anticipate shifts in the market and position themselves to take advantage of emerging opportunities. Furthermore, millionaires often emphasize the importance of educating themselves about personal budgeting and expense management. They develop a clear understanding of their income and expenses, ensuring that they live below their means and allocate a significant portion of their earnings to savings and investments. This disciplined approach to budgeting not only helps them avoid financial pitfalls, but also reinforces their commitment to achieving long-term financial security. In addition to their own learning, many millionaires make it a point to educate those around them, including family members and employees. They understand that building a financially literate network can contribute to shared success and reduce the risk of poor financial decisions that might affect their broader circle. For example, they might teach their children about the value of money, the importance of saving, and the basics of investing, ensuring that the next generation is equipped with the tools to sustain and grow the family's wealth. Ultimately, financial education is not a one-time endeavor for millionaires, but a lifelong commitment. They approach learning as an ongoing process, continually seeking to deepen their understanding and adapt to new challenges and opportunities. This dedication to financial literacy not only helps them make better decisions, but also gives them the confidence and autonomy to navigate the complexities of wealth management. By valuing and prioritizing financial education, millionaires create a solid foundation for enduring financial success. Millionaires distinguish themselves by their ability to think independently and avoid following the crowd, particularly when it comes to financial decisions. They recognize that herd mentality, where individuals make choices based on what others are doing rather than on their own research or understanding, can lead to poor outcomes. This tendency to move with the crowd often results in decisions driven by fear, greed, or social pressure, which can derail even the best financial plans. Millionaires consciously resist this impulse and instead rely on a disciplined, well-informed approach to decision-making. One of the most common areas where the crowd mentality manifests is in investing. Many people are drawn to trends, chasing the latest hot stock, cryptocurrency, or investment fad without fully understanding the risks involved. Millionaires take a different approach. They conduct thorough research, analyze market conditions, and assess the fundamentals of an investment before committing their money. They understand that just because an investment is popular doesn't mean it's a sound financial choice. This disciplined mindset allows them to avoid speculative bubbles and the financial losses that often follow when such bubbles burst. Millionaires also avoid panic selling during market downturns, a behavior often driven by herd mentality. When markets become volatile, it's common for investors to react emotionally, selling off assets in fear of further losses. However, the wealthy recognize that market fluctuations are a normal part of investing and often view downturns as opportunities to acquire undervalued assets. By staying calm and sticking to their long-term strategies, they position themselves to benefit when the market rebounds, while others who followed the crowd may have already exited at a loss. This independent thinking extends beyond investing to other aspects of financial life. For example, millionaires often avoid making major purchases or lifestyle changes simply to fit in or impress others. They are less concerned with appearances and more focused on aligning their spending with their values and goals. This mindset helps them avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation, where increased earnings lead to increased spending in an attempt to maintain a certain image or keep up with peers. Instead, they make financial decisions based on their own priorities, not on societal expectations or the behaviors of those around them. When it comes to business decisions, millionaires also resist the temptation to follow popular trends without careful consideration. Just because a particular industry or business model is gaining widespread attention doesn't mean it's the right opportunity for them. They evaluate potential ventures based on their own expertise, market research, and risk tolerance rather than jumping on the bandwagon. This deliberate approach helps them identify opportunities that align with their strengths and have a higher likelihood of success, rather than getting caught up in fleeting trends. Another reason millionaires avoid following the crowd is their recognition of the importance of timing. They understand that by the time an opportunity has become widely recognized, much of the potential for profit may already be gone. Early adopters of successful ventures or investments often see the greatest returns, while those who join later, motivated by the actions of the crowd, may face diminishing rewards or increased risk. This insight drives millionaires to seek out undervalued or overlooked opportunities, often placing them ahead of the curve. Millionaires also avoid crowd mentality when it comes to financial advice. While they may consult with experts and seek guidance from trusted sources, they are cautious about blindly accepting advice that is popular or widely promoted. They take the time to understand the rationale behind recommendations, ensuring that the advice aligns with their unique financial situation and goals. This critical thinking helps them avoid costly mistakes and ensures that their decisions are rooted in sound reasoning rather than popular opinion. Resisting the crowd requires confidence and self-discipline, qualities that millionaires develop over time. They cultivate a mindset that prioritizes long-term success over short-term validation and are willing to make decisions that may seem unconventional or unpopular in the moment. This confidence allows them to stay true to their own strategies, even when others doubt their choices or pressure them to conform. Ultimately, millionaires understand that the crowd is often wrong, especially in matters of finance and investing. By choosing to think independently and base their decisions on careful analysis and strategic planning, they set themselves apart from those who let emotions or social pressure dictate their actions. This ability to go against the grain, combined with a commitment to their own principles and goals, plays a significant role in their financial success and resilience. Procrastination is one of the most significant obstacles to financial success, and millionaires understand that delaying action can lead to missed opportunities and long-term setbacks. They actively avoid procrastination by developing habits that encourage decisiveness and timely execution, ensuring they stay on track to achieve their financial goals. This mindset applies to every aspect of their financial lives, from saving and investing to business ventures and personal growth. By recognizing the high cost of delay, they cultivate a proactive approach that keeps them ahead of the curve. When it comes to saving and investing, millionaires understand the importance of starting early. They know that time is one of the most powerful factors in wealth building due to the effects of compounding. Every year of delay in starting a savings or investment plan represents lost potential growth, and millionaires are determined not to let procrastination rob them of these opportunities. By taking action early, they maximize their ability to grow wealth over time, even if they start with relatively modest amounts. They also establish automated systems to ensure regular contributions to savings and investment accounts, removing the temptation to delay or skip payments. Millionaires also avoid procrastination in addressing financial risks and challenges. They understand that putting off important tasks, such as creating a budget, reviewing expenses, or establishing an emergency fund, can leave them vulnerable to unexpected setbacks. Instead of waiting for a crisis to force them into action, they take preventative measures to protect their financial stability. For example, they prioritize tasks like purchasing adequate insurance coverage, creating a will or estate plan, and paying down high-interest debt. By addressing these issues promptly, they reduce uncertainty and position themselves to handle challenges with confidence. In the realm of business, procrastination can be especially costly, and millionaires are keenly aware of this. They take decisive action when opportunities arise, recognizing that waiting too long can result in lost market share, increased competition, or changing conditions that make an opportunity less viable. They don't wait for the perfect time or ideal circumstances, understanding that such conditions rarely exist. Instead, they focus on taking calculated risks and refining their strategies as they go. This willingness to act quickly often gives them a competitive edge and allows them to capitalize on opportunities that others miss. Millionaires also avoid procrastination when it comes to learning and personal development. They understand that building wealth requires not only financial capital, but also intellectual and social capital. Delaying the acquisition of new skills, knowledge, or connections can limit their ability to seize opportunities or adapt to changing circumstances. To counter this, they make continuous learning a priority, whether it's through reading books, attending seminars, networking with peers, or seeking mentorship. They approach personal growth with the same urgency and commitment as their financial goals, knowing that their ability to succeed depends on staying informed and prepared. Another way millionaires combat procrastination is by breaking down large tasks or goals into manageable steps. They understand that feelings of overwhelm can lead to inaction, so they focus on making consistent progress, even if it's incremental. For example, instead of waiting until they have a significant lump sum to invest, they start with smaller contributions and build from there. Similarly, they tackle complex projects by dividing them into smaller, actionable tasks, ensuring steady progress toward their objectives. This approach not only makes their goals feel more achievable, but also creates momentum that keeps them moving forward. Millionaires are also adept at prioritizing their time and energy to avoid distractions that can lead to procrastination. They recognize the value of focus and make a conscious effort to eliminate activities that do not align with their goals. This might involve delegating tasks, saying no to unproductive commitments, or setting clear boundaries to protect their time. By creating an environment that supports productivity, they reduce the likelihood of delaying important actions. Additionally, millionaires understand the psychological aspects of procrastination and take steps to overcome it. They acknowledge that fear of failure, perfectionism, or uncertainty can be barriers to taking action, and they work to reframe these challenges as opportunities for growth. For instance, they view mistakes as valuable learning experiences rather than reasons to avoid action. This mindset helps them push through hesitation and take the necessary steps to move forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Procrastination also affects interpersonal relationships and networking opportunities, and millionaires are careful not to let delays damage their connections. They respond promptly to emails, follow up on introductions, and maintain consistent communication with their networks. By acting with urgency and respect for others' time, they build strong relationships that can lead to future collaborations, partnerships, or opportunities. Ultimately, millionaires understand that time is their most valuable resource and that every moment spent procrastinating is a moment lost. By developing habits and strategies to overcome procrastination, they ensure that they remain proactive and focused on achieving their goals. This commitment to timely action is a key factor in their ability to build and sustain wealth, demonstrating that success often comes not from waiting for the perfect moment, but from taking decisive steps toward progress. Millionaires understand the inherent risks of relying on a single source of income and actively work to diversify their revenue streams. They know that depending solely on one job, business, or investment can leave them vulnerable to economic downturns, unexpected disruptions, or personal setbacks. To mitigate these risks, they develop multiple income sources that provide stability and growth, ensuring they remain financially secure even if one stream is compromised. One of the primary ways millionaires diversify their income is through investments. They allocate a portion of their wealth to assets that generate passive income, such as dividend-paying stocks, bonds, or real estate. Dividend stocks provide regular payouts, creating a steady stream of income without requiring the millionaire to sell the underlying asset. Similarly, bonds offer interest payments over time, providing predictable returns. These investment vehicles allow millionaires to grow their wealth while simultaneously generating income that supports their lifestyle or further investments. Real estate is another popular avenue for diversifying income among millionaires. By investing in rental properties, they create a source of recurring cash flow from tenants. This income stream can be particularly attractive because it often increases over time as property values and rental rates rise. Additionally, real estate provides opportunities for tax advantages and long-term appreciation, making it a cornerstone of many wealthy individuals' financial strategies. Some millionaires also explore commercial real estate, such as office spaces, retail centers, or warehouses, which can offer even greater income potential depending on market conditions. Entrepreneurship is another critical component of income diversification for millionaires. Many wealthy individuals own multiple businesses or invest in ventures that align with their expertise and interests. These businesses may operate in entirely different industries, reducing the risk of financial instability if one sector experiences a downturn. By owning or partially owning various companies, millionaires generate additional streams of income that complement their other investments and earnings. In addition to traditional business ventures, millionaires often explore alternative income sources such as royalties, licensing agreements, or intellectual property. For example, an author might earn royalties from book sales, while a patent holder might generate income from licensing their invention to manufacturers. These types of revenue streams can be particularly attractive because they often require minimal ongoing effort once the initial work has been completed. Many millionaires also diversify their income through side hustles or passion projects that have the potential to become profitable. These activities might include consulting, public speaking, or creating online courses in their areas of expertise. By leveraging their skills and knowledge, they create additional revenue streams that are both fulfilling and financially rewarding. Furthermore, these endeavors often serve as opportunities for personal branding, networking, and professional growth. Another strategy millionaires use to diversify their income is investing in startups or private equity. By providing capital to promising companies in exchange for equity, they position themselves to earn substantial returns if the businesses succeed. While these investments carry a higher level of risk compared to traditional assets, the potential rewards can be significant. Millionaires mitigate this risk by conducting thorough due diligence, diversifying their investments across multiple startups, and leveraging their experience to provide guidance to the businesses they support. Passive income sources are also a significant focus for millionaires seeking diversification. Beyond real estate and dividends, they may invest in peer-to-peer lending platforms, income-generating websites, or automated e-commerce stores. These ventures require an initial investment of time and money, but can produce consistent revenue with minimal ongoing involvement. This approach allows millionaires to maximize their earning potential without becoming overburdened by active management responsibilities. Another key component of income diversification is ensuring that earnings come from both domestic and international sources. Millionaires often invest in global markets to reduce their exposure to the economic conditions of a single country. By spreading their investments across various regions and currencies, they protect themselves from localized economic fluctuations and geopolitical risks. This global perspective not only enhances income stability, but also provides access to opportunities that may not exist in their home markets. Furthermore, millionaires recognize the importance of building and maintaining a strong professional network to discover and access new income opportunities. By surrounding themselves with like-minded individuals, they often learn about emerging industries, investment prospects, or partnerships that can lead to additional revenue streams. They view their network as an invaluable resource for expanding their financial portfolio and staying informed about trends and innovations. Ultimately, the practice of diversifying income reflects a broader philosophy of risk management and long-term planning. Millionaires understand that relying on a single source of income is akin to putting all their eggs in one basket, a strategy that leaves them vulnerable to unforeseen circumstances. By creating multiple revenue streams, they not only safeguard their financial security, but also position themselves to capitalize on opportunities and weather economic storms. This proactive approach to income diversification is a cornerstone of their financial success, providing both stability and growth over time. Millionaires understand the importance of maintaining a healthy relationship with money, and they avoid the emotional pitfalls that can lead to poor financial decisions. They recognize that viewing money through the lens of guilt, fear, or greed often results in behaviors that undermine long-term success. Instead, they cultivate a balanced and intentional approach to managing their wealth, seeing money as a tool to achieve their goals, create opportunities, and enhance their quality of life. One common emotional trap that millionaires avoid is the tendency to associate money with self-worth. They understand that their value as individuals is not tied to the size of their bank accounts or the material possessions they own. This perspective allows them to make financial decisions based on logic and strategy rather than the need to impress others or prove their success. By rejecting the notion that more money equals more worth, they free themselves from the pressures of excessive spending or reckless investments driven by ego. Fear is another emotion that millionaires manage carefully in their financial lives. Fear of loss, failure, or uncertainty can paralyze decision-making and prevent individuals from taking necessary risks to grow their wealth. Millionaires confront this fear by educating themselves about their options, seeking expert advice when needed, and focusing on long-term strategies. For example, they may invest in a diversified portfolio to mitigate risk, ensuring they are not overly exposed to the volatility of any single asset. By addressing fear with knowledge and preparation, they make calculated decisions that balance risk and reward. Guilt is another emotional barrier that millionaires avoid, particularly when it comes to enjoying their wealth. They understand that it is possible to be financially successful without feeling guilty about their achievements. This mindset allows them to indulge in luxuries or experiences that align with their values, such as travel, philanthropy, or high-quality goods, without compromising their financial principles. By managing guilt, they strike a balance between enjoying their wealth and continuing to build it for the future. Additionally, millionaires stay away from the opposite extreme, becoming overly attached to money in a way that fosters greed or hoarding. While they are disciplined in their spending and saving habits, they recognize that money is a means to an end, not an end in itself. This perspective prevents them from becoming consumed by the pursuit of wealth at the expense of their relationships, health, or personal fulfillment. Instead, they focus on using their resources to create positive impacts, whether through supporting their families, giving to charitable causes, or investing in ventures that align with their passions. A key aspect of maintaining a healthy relationship with money is developing a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Millionaires view money as a renewable resource that can be generated, invested, and multiplied over time. This perspective helps them avoid the stress and anxiety that often come from worrying about money. Instead of fixating on what they lack, they focus on opportunities to create and grow wealth, cultivating a sense of optimism and empowerment. Another way millionaires foster a positive relationship with money is by setting clear financial goals and aligning their actions with those objectives. They understand that money is most effective when it is used intentionally, whether to fund a business, support a cause, or secure their future. By maintaining clarity about their priorities, they avoid impulsive decisions or behaviors driven by fleeting emotions. This intentionality ensures that their financial choices reflect their values and long-term vision. Millionaires also make it a point to separate their emotions from their financial decisions, particularly when it comes to investing. Emotional reactions, such as panic during market downturns or overexcitement during speculative bubbles, can lead to significant financial losses. They approach investing with discipline, adhering to their strategies even when market conditions are volatile. By staying focused on data and analysis rather than emotion, they position themselves to achieve steady, long-term growth. Another important element of a healthy relationship with money is the ability to embrace generosity. Millionaires understand that money can be a powerful force for good and often use their resources to support charitable causes, help loved ones, or invest in their communities. This willingness to share their wealth not only creates a sense of fulfillment, but also strengthens their relationships and reputation. Generosity, in turn, fosters a mindset of abundance, reinforcing the belief that giving and receiving are part of a virtuous cycle. Millionaires also prioritize financial boundaries, recognizing that their wealth can attract requests or pressures from others. They avoid the stress of overcommitting by setting limits on how much they are willing to give or lend, and ensuring that these decisions align with their values and financial goals. By maintaining clear boundaries, they protect their resources and relationships, preventing money from becoming a source of conflict or resentment. Finally, millionaires practice gratitude and mindfulness in their financial lives. They take time to appreciate what they have achieved and remain grounded in their values, even as their wealth grows. This attitude helps them maintain perspective, avoid entitlement, and stay focused on the purpose of their financial success. By cultivating gratitude, they find joy and satisfaction in the journey of building wealth, rather than constantly striving for more. By avoiding unhealthy relationships with money, millionaires create a foundation for financial stability, personal fulfillment, and long-term success. They see money not as an emotional burden, but as a powerful tool to shape their lives and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. This balanced approach enables them to make thoughtful decisions, enjoy their achievements, and sustain their wealth over time. Building wealth isn't just about making money, it's about avoiding the traps that drain it and embracing the habits that grow it. By steering clear of these 7 pitfalls, you can start thinking like a millionaire and set yourself on a path to financial freedom. Remember, success starts with small, intentional choices every day. If you found this valuable and want more insights to help you achieve your goals, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to our channel for more tips, strategies, and inspiration. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're here to guide you every step of the way on your journey to success. See you in the next video.